seas of time, memories that were left behind bring us closer to the end of this journey where we grew as friends. Take me through the mist and storms and waters that are still unknown. Under guiding starlit sky, we will learn how to say goodbye. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But I know we will remember. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together, my friend.
You expecting something? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. They are expecting something, aren't they? All right, let's pretend they're not here. Just do my thing, you know. Just ignore the little cat ears I'm putting there. No reason for that. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome to GGC 2023. I'm super excited. There are still people coming in. You might have noticed it's a little bit chilly in this environment, so what I'm hoping you'll do is take this as an opportunity to embrace. Platonically, preferably, but if you feel comfortable, you can do. I promise not to look at all of you, because you're all extremely well lit, might I add. Normally when you're performing on a stage like this, you have stage lights in your face, and I can't see anyone, and it feels really good. And now I got to look at you, and I go, shit, there you are. Anyway, so I thought I'd introduce, little false start, okay? I thought I'd give you a little bit of video entertainment. Please attend to the many screens in the audience. One here, oh, I know what to do. So the emergency exits are over there, and the screens that you'll be watching for your pleasure are here and here, yes? Okay, so we'll have a little video just to see some of the things that have been delighting you for the last couple of days. And then after that, I shall come out again, introduce myself properly, because British, right? And these people behind me as well, and occasionally others who might come and enjoy our company for tonight evening. Would that be okay? I like this. I like this. I like it. All right, we've got immediate social interaction. I'm enjoying that. I'm hoping for more. That's okay. It's all right. We're reserved. Swedish, English. Okay, we're going to have to work on that. That's all right. Enjoy the video entertainment. It should work. Pray to God it will. If not, no. There we go. Woohoo.
Here we go.
Invincible.
Oh my God, those were so many games and they all looked so damn deliciously gorgeous and wonderful. I'm so glad you agree. Hello, 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 and welcome to Gotland Game Conference 2023 1.1, the real start. Hello, so nice to see you. And look, there they are, very pretty designs that from, frankly, my lovely and delightful assistant, Ray, has been designing these beautiful things for you to look at. And I'm very, very, very excited to be here. So, thank you. Hello, we're in a church, so that means we're devotional, and I'm devoted to you, and I'm hoping you're devoted to me as equally. In fact, I would like you to devote your attention ever so slightly for a brief introduction. A couple of things. I'm going to talk about me very briefly, and I'm going to talk very briefly to our wonderful jury. And now I'm going to talk to the jury ever so slightly, and in the meantime, you can all express your joy for the jury, everyone. The jury! Jury, 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 jury. Oh, my jury, 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 Lord. My goodness, did we spend the whole afternoon together? Did we not? It was very, very, very long. They deliberated extremely hard, and I had the pleasure of watching it and then tearing out hair and looking for the window to jump whoop, out of and then helping the others jump as well. And we did eventually get there. So, this evening, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to invite jury members up onto the stage, and I'm going to invite them to come a very specific direction. Right over here to our darling Ray. There he is. Darling Ray will equip you with an award, and I would very much like it if you would get up on the stage here. You can alight any way you'd like. Now, I go with grace, if you'd like. Hop, safe, but big step, if you so wish, or just some sort of sachet, if you prefer. Whatever you go with, just do it from yeah, if you wouldn't mind, and then you can go yeah. Sound good? I might remind you, no problem at all. So yes, hello. As I said, my name is Josephine Baird. I am your host for the evening. Thank you very much for allowing me to do that again. Gotland Game Conference. I do hope I do it well. Otherwise, I shan't be here for very much longer. And I really, really, really like it here, especially in this very large room, which is making me feel. I'm feeling a little reduced by the stature of the environment. Now, for those of you who were here last year, you'll remember that I did something in order to build myself up, to make myself feel confident in front of all you wonderful people. And that was embodying a character from a video game that had been released very recently, and that character was the wonderful Lady Dimitrescu. Just having a moment. I do love her dearly, and also she felt like the perfect character to embody. I would be confident, I'd be measurably taller in my heels, I would have gravitas, maybe giant razor hands, and the ever so slight English accent. Problem is, I didn't bring my hat. So I'm sadly without hat. So what I did, and I thought this through very carefully, I looked at all the games that were released very recently. I couldn't really pick any of the games that you'd made because that would have, there was sort of a conflict of interest. So I looked at some of the more sort of like AAA things, and I tried to decide who shall I be. Kratos. Not quite as bold as I'd like to be for that, and I don't think I can pull it off. Although when I started to puff up my cheeks, I thought, Kirby? And I thought, no, bad idea. So I went with another character, a character that's proven to be extremely popular, has a great deal of agility, strength, and cunning, and I think you'll all agree that I chose exactly the right character. I'm going to need my prop. So while I do that, just have a look at the picture and see if you can... Excellent. I'm so glad that you recognize this character. I'm so glad. Now I feel so much better. I feel that our cat from Stray here embodies cuteness. Short, more appropriate, I feel, yes? I currently don't have a robot companion, currently unavailable, so I was hoping Ray. Thank you very much. And I now have cat ears. and I am so in love with them. I may occasionally, if I feel the urge, just when I feel like a little bit nervous and just, feel like that. You may have noticed, I'm not alone. These fine, fabulous folks are the multiplayers, and they're awesome, and they're going to play music for you all night long, please. Thank fuck. Right, good. They're going to play as you lovely people come up to accept your awards. They're going to play for us very end of the show, and then also into the after party. And I know you will very much enjoy the after party, won't you? Please, it's going to be very fun, and it's going to be very big and so very joyous. So, but before all that, we must to the awards. Yes, indeed. The first award, I'd like to invite up one of our jury members to come and talk to us about innovation. This is, Andy, darling, this is that award which pertains to something new, something different, something unexpected. Moi, for example, or Andy. Do you have a microphone? It might even work. Andy, everybody.
Testing, yay. All right, so I'll start by saying that when the jury deliberated and we all selected which award we were going to do, this was not first on the list. So lucky me. So the Innovation Award is really about recognizing a way of thinking about games that is not the norm, right? A way of stepping outside of what we think we know about game design, because we think we know it all, and stepping outside of what we think we know about game development, because we think we know it all, and instead really challenging our assumptions and finding new ways for people to play, new ways for people to connect, new ways for people to engage, and hopefully have some fun together. So I think the way this works, and I'm not 100% sure, I think the way this works is first we announce the nominees. Awesome. So could we do that on one of our screens? Awesome. So there they all are. Audio on Canvas Expo, Beatrice and the Curse of Manor Strange, Hum to Heal, and Listen to the Sword Song. And we deliberated for a lot of time. This is going to be a recurring theme with the jury. We had deliberated for a lot of time. And I see the other jury members who are not currently catatonic going, yes, this was a thing. So the award goes to a really interesting thing that happened on the show floor that some of you will have recognized happened, and some of you were maybe currently unaware that it was happening while you were playing. And so the award goes to Beatrice and the Curse of Manor Strange at the same time. Okay. So first I'm going to give you a plaque and you a flower, and I mean it to all of you, which is only to say that very interestingly, these two games were connected. And if you don't know how they were connected or you want to understand more of how they were connected, then you should ask them at the after party, because it's complicated. So with that, I believe they get to say a few words, right? If you want to. If you don't, you don't, right? Anyone going once? Yes.
Hello, hello. Well, so I guess we're improvising. So yeah, I mean, I can do a very brief explanation. Yes, there was, we had two games on the game floor, but we were divided in appearance. We had the different shirts. I actually have the other one underneath right now. And yeah, secretly, you were not playing with an AI, you were playing with another player. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, I just want to say, thank you so much, and it's been really cool, and really cool games, everybody.
Innovation!
Yeah, did you? Oh, is there someone there? Hello, you. Oh, hi. Who is it? Ramsey. Oh, hey. Say hi, everybody. You are adorable. Look at you all being so sweet and lovely. Oh, I like that. Yes. That was a very interesting story that they spun for you all, didn't they? Yes. And speaking of stories, segue. I would like to invite up another jury member to talk about the kinds of stories the games have told. Perhaps even the best storytelling on the show floor. Anybody? Ooh, there you are.
Okay, bonjour and hello everyone. So we all know there's many ways you can tell a story. For example, we can take the approach of Kojima. We present to the player a rather short cutscene before, during, and after the different gameplay elements. Might not be the best approach for GGC, however, because, the gameplay session shouldn't take too long. The team that won the award tonight took a slightly different approach. What they did instead is they threw right into the game world, introduced their sidekick character, and let the environment take over for the environmental storytelling. So without further ado, let's take a look at the nominees. All the Way Home, Beatrice Curse, Leviathan, and Overstay. And the winner is Overstay. Who wants to hold the flag?
Hello? I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused right now. There were so many games that did great stories this year. I did not think that we would be involved in this at all. But thank you so much. This is a shock to us. Thank you so much. We put a lot of work the past, 2 months, 7 weeks, and I really appreciate this. So thank you everyone on the jury, and thank you everyone else. Thank you.
Woohoo! Very well done. You can go this way. Go on. You're allowed. Oh, well, there's so very many of you. I love a surprise win. I really, really do. I enjoy that. The stories that you tell don't just come from a spoken word, a narrative, something that is obviously textual. It can come from the visual, from the level design itself, from this environment that we're currently in and looking around. Art, for example, right? Might be a wonderful way to tell a story. It is also a wonderful way to design your games, and that is what we will be awarding next. Best art design. Now, I spy with my jury eye. Please do come and join us. Art design, everyone, with Ray. Lovely, thank you.
Let's see here. We're just gonna put this one down for a second. I have some cheat notes here. Let's see. Ooh. So art. I asked ChatGPT to give me a speech And it said that the winner of this category is, well, if an art school and computer science would have a baby. And at first, I dismissed that, definitely. But this game does establish a strong artistic identity, while also the team executes on it beautifully. So with that in mind, our nominees are Illume, Kvitter, Overstay, and The Social Grip. And the winner, while providing this strong artistic identity, they also show us that you can do and create wonders with a very limiting set of building blocks, as long as you can glow. So the winner, Illume. Woo! And I'm sure there's going to be a speech here, right? Yes.
Thank you so much. The way a game looks is not only impacted by making assets and texturing them. It's a lot of work, also the way camera moves, the way the menu is implemented, the way particles are created, and you also need to gather all these assets and make them work in the engine. So I feel like in this team, every single person contributed to the art in some way. We're all very glad that it got appreciated. Thank you so much.
I'd take another picture if I were you. Did very well indeed. Oh, I'm so very pleased. Art design, yes, exactly. And I really love that sentiment, that art comes from all of the aspects of game design and that each of their team members may have provided something to that end. Now, what is visuals currently in this wonderful space without the booming sound of audio? In one of my previous lives, I was an actor. Oh, no, fuck it. All right. Audio design. I spy with my jury eyes someone who's going to speak to us about audio design. Please do come up and a big round of applause. Thank you very much.
This is so unexpected. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right. I'm just going to put this here. There we go. I have a really quick question before I start. Was there like a bet or competition of sorts going on amongst the students this year? Because I don't think I've ever seen this many rhythm games at a GGC before. I mean, it made it fun for me to present this award because there was a lot of competition. Nice rivalry. It was good. Well, we all know the game Pong, right? Right? So we all know the sound that the ball makes when it hits the paddle. Now try to take that away from the game. It's a completely different experience. Audio design is something that goes unnoticed when it's well done. It's something that the that makes the player feel immersed in the world. It's something that gives feedback to the player. It's something that identifies the game. And thankfully, there were a lot of teams this year on the show floor that did exactly those and very well. But us, the jury, had to come up with a shortlist for the nominees. And I believe those are somewhere. Bulletins! Just so you know, that was only for Bullet Dance. Now I want the same for Listen to the Sword Song. The Lyric Run. And the Marjorie O'Carnage. So the winner of this award did, as I said, exactly everything I said, just like the rest of the nominees. But there was one team that took it sort of one step further and basically managed to snatch the award from the other ones. And that would be... Bullet Dance! Lots of people. Who wants the plaque and who wants the beautiful looking thingy?
Well, this is pretty hype. I want to say thank you to all of you guys, as well as the jury members, and of course, my team. Please, and a round of applause. Thank you.
This way.
That's going to be a thing, isn't it?
It's here.
Just in there, yeah, thank you. Yes, the little microphone cup that we have standing there. Yes, it's very, it sort of suggests something, isn't it? It's sort of like a, you know, Chekhov's microphone cup. I don't know what's going to happen there, but you'll find out. Yes. Oh, won't it? I'm covered in dust, everyone. Apparently it's a dusty church, and I am having to constantly do this. This is not some sort of indication of a malady or my opinion of anybody here in the room. I promise it's just dust. It's dust from the level, get it, of the floor. Oh, thank you, Jesus Christ. Come on, keep up. The level. Level design, everyone.
Sorry, it has been a while since I been on the stage, so I have to use a phone. All right, so level design. Guidance through layout is very important when it comes to designing levels. It reduces frustration and encourages players to progress in the direction you want them to go. However, it is also important to create a good balance between hand-holding and providing players the opportunity to explore and learn the mechanics of your games. It is also crucial that a great layout should balance the contrast between environmental, visual, and gameplay elements without sacrificing any form of readability. And with that said, let us look at the nominee list. Illuminate. So, among these four, there's one game that managed to cover all this ground effectively. All right, can we have some drum rolls? The winner is Overstay!
Thank you. You want to hold this?
Thank you. I mean, wow, we never expected this. It's been a rough few weeks when regarding buildings, levels, and everything. And I mean, we could never have done it without the assets that the artists made and without the programming that the programmers made. But yeah, we've done a lot of work and we're really proud of ourselves and we want to say thank you. And I just realized that we now had to get a tattoo of our main characters. So, I mean, I guess thank you for that. That's going to be a fun story to tell. So, thank you.
I like this idea. A story, you say? Perhaps a game that could tell a story in future? I like that, about tattoos. I'm a big fan of tattoos. I have none myself, of course. Except for the ones you can't see. Sorry. That was wrong. Okay. Next up, darling dearest. We've been talking about design in all sorts of different ways. But what of game design itself? A nebulous concept for sure. But of course, to make it more, shall we say, concrete, let's call it game feel. Which makes more sense to some. How a game feels, how a game plays, all those nebulous concepts that are very, very important to so many of the games that have been here this week. So with my jury little eye, can I find the game design? Oh, it's you. I knew it would be you. I didn't. I lied. Please.
Thank you very much. This place, you know, when I think of the past, it brings back so many memories. All right. Well, it can be hard to capture game design in words, you know. You can say this game is elegantly crafted. You can say it's a deep and challenging experience. It's simple in its rules. It's complex in its interactions. But there's something more there. There's an intentional, holistic approach to designing, which left its mark on the jury and earns it the award for Best Game Design. So let's see the nominees. Baldash. Layers of Pest Control. Toy Towers. And Project 4X. And the winner is... Layers of Pest Control.
Thank you very much. We were really not expecting this. Okay, now, thank you very much. We were not expecting to get this award because we thought we weren't eligible to get it. We had missed the deadline for the presentations. But we really appreciate it. And we had originally just made this for our thesis study, so we hadn't made any plans for making anything further. But this is maybe some reason why we would want to do it. So, yeah. Once again, thank you.
Well done, well done. They were too quick, weren't they? Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, no. Oh, darlings, I'm so sorry. Come on.
If you put up the microphones, we can hear what they say. In the monitors, yes. Thank you.
Little tech talk, thank you so much. See, now I can say things to them and it'll just be, oh, I don't know, resonance. Little tech talk, those are the monitors, and those are the technicians who are helping us out. So a big hand, please, for the technicians who have been making this place very habitable. Thank you so much, both of you. And speaking of making things work, there's a particular fabulousness to not only making a game, but also making something it goes in, and something that makes it function in a way that one might not expect. And that is why we have the Best Arcade Experience Award now. Thank you very much. Come on up.
Yes, so this award goes to the arcade games, which are a big focal point for the GGC this year. The students putting together amazing contraptions to go together with their amazing games. So here are the 4 nominations, probably, maybe? Probably, okay. All right. So, yes, fire breath, gold fishing, paraquatic, and several raccoons in a trench coat. I'm just going to pull the results out of my imaginary trench coats. The award goes to Stepping Raccoons in a Trench Coat!
Hi. Ten weeks ago, I took a nap and I woke up and I had an idea, and my lovely team happened to like it very much. Now, I want to say thank you to my lovely team, to the jury, to all the staff and lecturers, and of course to our players. Thank you very much.
Very well done. I presume you all saw a small display of theirs that was in the show floor. Very minor sort of thing. Yellow, I think. And it's a tall person. Fabulous. Fabulous presentation, in fact. And that's something that we're going to talk about now. There is a thing about game design that's really odd, is that it doesn't just stop at the game, it doesn't just stop at the cabinet that it's in. It just carries on into everything, because of course we have no life and we need to deal with all of the things like promotion and talking about the damn thing and trying to please, for fuck's sake, play it. Or any number of other things that involve presentation. And that is what we're honoring with this next award, with that person right there. Presentation.
Presentation is everything. Presentation is walking into a room, onto a stage, and getting the attention that you want to amaze and delight. Presentation is walking into a room, any room, and getting everything you want. From an audience, from a publisher, or from a jury. I lost my train of thought. So, presentation is everything. And this year we have seen 4 teams excel above the others in magnificent ways that has confounded us in the jury, and I think we can get the nominees on the screen right about now. So we have Illume, Kvitter, Paraquatic, and several raccoons in a trench coat. And the winner has delivered the complete package. From an amazing presentation before everything started, to an absolutely fantastic attitude towards the players in the booth, and everything in between. The winner of this year's award for Best Presentation is Quitter!
Is this on? Oh, it is now, okay. I am completely unprepared to be on stage right now, so yes, hello. Thank you so much for enjoying our game. Originally, I wasn't actually supposed to make a game at all. I actually had planned to be in another team, but then I was like, you know what, I have my own idea. I wanna try and pitch it, see what happens. And then immediately I had a whole team that was just like, yes, let's make this. And the whole way it's been such a fantastic journey. I've loved working with this team, it's been great. And I think it really shows in our game. And so thank you so much for enjoying it.
Another shy and retiring team in the show floor. I think none of you will have noticed them, right? That flew right by, get it? You know, I need Sabina here. Is Sabina in the room? Your puns are sorely lacking in my tragic self. If they're not here, Sabina, we need you with your puns. That's true. I did soar, didn't I? We move on to another stage in our congregation. Slightly different awards. A few more left. And there are some that don't quite fit the mold. Like so many of us, we don't fit into the round holes or the square pegs. We're different and... Well, I'm not. I'm perfectly normal and have no strange qualities or odd, weird sensibilities. But... just in case, we give the jury the opportunity to spotlight several games. And it was astounding how many of them they chose and how hard it was, because there were so many options. I wasn't in the room while they deliberated those, because I had to run here and sound check. So I'm rather excited to find out, along with you, what they might be. So might I invite the first spotlighter onto the stage to elucidate? Thank you very much.
Created by a very talented artist that went out of their comfort zone to create an excellent game, which brings forth a unique team. It is with great pleasure to announce that the first of tonight's Jury Spotlight Awards goes to Pilgrims on Gotland.
I'm not the one who made this game, Pilgrimage on Gotland. I'm a friend of Juanma, who made this game. Sorry, he sent a message. He's very sorry not to be here. He's on the ferry back to the mainland. And he would love to be here. This is a very pilgrimish setting, I think. Well, he says, thanks for the prize. It makes me think if I should change art for game designing. I have never got a prize as an artist. I should say that I already got the prize from all the people that came to play Pilgrims on Gotland. Made me happy to share the joy with you and get all your tips and advice. The game is made for sharing good moments. I think I achieved the goal, and it is the best prize I can get. I want to say that it has been a pleasure to share the board game dungeon with layers of pest control. God saves the board games. In addition, it really makes me happy to receive this prize in Gotland. It is an island that has given so much to me. It will always be in my heart. Please don't stop playing.
Thank you so much. And I think those are beautiful words, and I really do encourage going into game design. It is a beautiful art form. It really, truly is. It's something that saved me in many ways, and I'm very proud to be here helping spotlight these games. But I'm not the one who's going to do the next one. It's someone else. And again, I have no idea what's going to happen. It's so exciting.
Dobry wieczór, hello. To be honest, before I tell about the Jury Spotlight Award, I wanted to congratulate every one of you who created the game, because most of the games that I played here the last few days are better quality than few games that I received to publish. So congratulations to you. And I hope see you soon, next year, maybe earlier. This award was pretty obvious for most of the judges. This game could win in many categories, but it wasn't nominated in any of them. You ask why? Because it couldn't. The winner of second Jury Spotlight Award is Painted Peril.
Well, I think what we can say, like what we all can say, is that we are really grateful to be here at all. I mean, just a couple of days. Just a couple of days we were traveling like across the country to a conference which no one has been to before of our team. We didn't know what games we would see or what people we would meet. And I think what we can say is that it is great games and great people we met. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we're very, very pleased to have you here. I am so thrilled. And I'm so thrilled to present the person who's going to present the last Spotlight Award. That's not the last award. There are more to come. Some very interesting ones. One that's voted by some of you. Some are voted by even more of you. And then some at the end, you know. But in the meantime, I would love to invite you on to speak about the next Spotlight.
I'm not used to this. So they say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but what they often forget to mention is that it's also a fantastic way of controlling scope and moving into iteration. It didn't take long after I sat down with this game to realize just how complete and polished of a player experience it already was. And while the basic formula is not breaking any new ground with the mechanics, the unique selling point here is that rather the perfection of those mechanics, creating a polished user experience that's truly easy to learn and hard to master. Or, at least hard to master for me, before I had to forcibly pull myself away because the venue was closing and I just wanted to play one more turn. For their impressive work in crafting an elegant and cohesive player experience in a genre notorious for challenging onboarding, the Jury Spotlight Award for Technical Excellence goes to Project 4X.
Thank you, everyone. It was been nerve-wracking. I really don't have a space. I didn't expect this. Thank you very much. We're going to be developing this, so please send your feedback, I guess. Thank you.
If you get too close, we feed back, just in the little cup. Chekhov's cup. There you go. Yes! It is such a delight to watch these games being chosen in the jury room. I joke, I really do. I honestly do. But, honestly, it was a tremendous moment of pride for me to watch them deliberate, because the reason it takes as long as it does, the reason why there are so many conversations and rules lawyering and all goodness what else, is because they truly care. And I really am honored as a teacher, as someone who's watched these games be made and played. It means the world to me. Having said that, there are other people who've also chosen a few awards, and one of them is the public. Now, I don't know if there is any of the public here today. It's a little hard for me to find the public. And so it has fallen to me to present this particular award. And it is an absolute pleasure to do so, because I had nothing to do with it. I didn't have to do anything. They just sent me the list. And I was like, those are some very good games. And that public, whoever you may be, very sensible, because they picked these nominees: Amaze, Flap Off, Quitter, and Overstay. And clever, clever, clever public that you are, you also picked a winner, and the winner is Flap Off. They're going to take a while. Clap off. There you go.
Thank you so much. Our goal for this project was to make a really polished and complete experience in today's industry, you know. But I got this team together super early because I believed that we had the ability to make a really defining game. And after all of these months and all the pain and suffering, I still believe we have the ability to make a defining game. Thank you so much.
So much. And in that little envelope, you might find a little extra something from Storakup. which, by the way, is one of my favorite stores, because not only can you go in there and buy groceries, you can buy your very own vinyl collection. And if you are in the mood, between the soup and the lentils, there are NES games every now and again. I don't know who's doing it public, but you're absolutely delightful. Now, I must apologize. I overstepped myself. I'm terribly, terribly upset. Because I wasn't really allowed to present the last award. I know. It was these fine people. Come up here and present this. They're going to present to you the Student Award instead. Thank you very, very much. Ooh, I like.
Hi, everyone. I'm quite sleep deprived right now. So yes, the Student Award is something a little bit special about being able to present this award. I've been there for those sleepless nights, the endless meals. I'm so sick of burgers. Oh my God. We put our hearts and our souls into making these games, and to have such a short time to be able to do them, pretty good. I think we did a good job. You're here. So it's probably a bit cheesy and cliche to say that we all won in this, but let's be honest, there's not a single game that got all the votes. There's probably more, there's definitely way more awards than there are games that deserved it and that were favorites. Jean is gonna give us some more.
Yes, because it's the Students Award, so of course we need to talk about the students. And I'll make it quick, I swear to God, I'll make it quick, but we need to, I'll talk about the ones I know, of course, first. I'll talk about the first years, and shout out to all the games like Haunted Heist that I've played so much, Veggie Vengeance, the game that was actually about soup. We had Hum to Heal, like, very emotional, and I cannot stress the intention. There was, in the order, of course, Several Raccoon in a Trench Coat. What a build, an award-winning build, may I say. In the amazing build, Paraquatic, how much time did you have to spend to make it? And just next to them, of course, in the big builds, we had Coral Cleaner. Fire Breath, if I cry in that mic, will it spit fire? Shall I try? Nah. Dig Beaters, of course, and how many times have I heard that song now? Flap Off, who flapped away with an award. Now I forget my names, you know? Quitter, I mean, I'm a simp, of course, of Quitter, and it has awakened furries in all of us, I guess. Goldfishers, which I still think would have been called Gold Diggers. Yes. The one just next to us, Octave, one of our team, like Button Run and Octave, one of us is gonna get crazy because of the music of the others. Yes. Don't Save Me, Don't Save Me. So much fun in swinging that sword, and Coconut Dogs, you are Coconut Dogs. Am I forgetting anyone? No, the raccoons, of course, the other raccoons cleaning. It was very fun to move that basket. And Two Balloons Disarray, what a fitting name, I say. So yeah, formidable games, and I wish I had so much to say about the second years, and the third years, and the masters, and I wish I knew you all that much, because I know every single one of you put so much in those games. I was there too. I've seen the struggle, I've seen you do so much, and so, but one game has received your votes, and this game deserves to win, and this game is...
Let's see what the nominees are first. Look at that, wow, look at those wonderful nominees. I'm so proud to be able to see all these ones up here. So, the winner is Bullet Dance.
I'll speak, okay, this time. Wow, what an honor for us to win again. Thank you, everyone who voted for us. We really tried to make a game that appealed to all audiences, but we also really wanted the real gamers here to enjoy it. And it seems we accomplished that. Exactly, the weaves, especially the weaves. Thank you all for voting for us, and thank you to jury, to everyone here. Good night.
I didn't think the front row would be the collapse zone. You know, it's like the splash zone, but it's more like very nicely done. I'm so proud. And well done, the Gotland Games Society. Thank you so much for your presentation. I genuinely am sorry for stealing your thunder for the public award, but I'm very, 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 very pleased you got to present your fellow students, and that this is the game that you all voted for. This was yours, the students. And it is so wonderful to have that experience, to share that with you all. As a teacher, as I've mentioned, it is tremendously proud to be able to see you succeed like this. And we have one more award. But before we get to that award, we would very much like to honor one of our teachers, who honestly doesn't need an introduction, because I've been trying to think of how to do it. And I haven't come up with one. So I'm just going to say, please welcome to the stage the inimitable Ernest Adams.
Thank you. My goodness. Well, most of you will not have actually seen much of me this last few years because I cut back some of my teaching and I had to stay indoors all through the pandemic. And as a result, it was either Zoom or nothing. And so, you know, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with a lot of you, unfortunately, but very glad to be here, glad to see you all, and very proud to be able to claim that I was the supervisor on their bachelor's degree thesis of the Game Design Award winners. So that was, yeah. So I first came to Gotland in 2004 when this was Högskola på Gotland. And in fact, I was brought here to train the faculty. Because back in 2004, universities all over the world were rapidly cluing in that the game industry was something and people wanted to learn how to build games. And so they were setting up these game programs. But of course, they knew nothing whatsoever about doing it. And I'm a professional game developer, and so Högskola på Gotland brought me to give a game design workshop to the faculty and to the students. And I have to say the faculty did a very good job on theirs. And from then on, they kept on inviting me to come back again and again as a guest lecturer, and then finally managed to persuade me to join the faculty and move here. So I've been coming here to teach for almost 20 years. It's been 19 years. The only other people in the faculty right now who have been working as long as I have are Mikael Friedenfalk and the wonderful Finn Engström. So. But this is where, despite all the joy and wonder in this room tonight, it starts to get a little sad. This is also goodbye. As I am standing up here tonight, I have end-stage renal disease, and that's otherwise known as my kidneys are dead. And as a result, it's getting harder and harder for me to do the job for my students that I want to. Some of them got mad at me this year for not turning in their grades fast enough. And on the whole, it's just been a very tough year for me. And I realize that I'm going to have to cut back and I simply can't go on working as hard as I have been and doing the job that I have been. So I am no longer a professor. I'm now back to being Ernest Adams, the game design consultant who came here 19 years ago. But on the positive side of this, Ulla and I are working together, and he has promised me that we're going to figure out a way for me to at least continue to teach interactive storytelling and advanced interactive storytelling. So I hope I will still see Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is a real highlight of my career. Thank you very much. Last item before I overstay my welcome, and I want to thank Josephine for being kind enough to slot me in here. I really hope I can remember this. A long time ago, somebody asked me to tell them what my perfect game was for a publication. And I thought about it for a while, and I realized it was rather difficult to, just sort of decide on something simple. And so I wrote a prose poem. And this is it, my perfect game. My perfect game contains no evil overlords or villainous thugs. It is set in no dungeons or decaying urban landscapes. To defeat an evil overlord was the adolescent fantasy of a generation ago. To be a villainous thug appears to be the adolescent fantasy of today. I'm not an adolescent, and my needs for fantasy have changed. Now. My perfect game contains no snarling, semi-naked vixens in skin-tight leather, wielding breasts and weapons of improbable dimensions. My perfect game contains instead fully naked dryads. Who peep shyly at me from behind the trees that are their homes, and when I have successfully lured them out, come to sit beside me on the grass and read me verses from Shelley in voices that ring like silver bells. My perfect game is a wander through the woods in autumn, a ramble over hillsides lit by bars of sunlight piercing through a gathering sky of storm. Ruinous stone circles rise from the earth and whisper ancient magic to me, and men in cloaks and sandals with eyes the color of the sea tell me tales of hunting the walrus on the shores of Ultima Thule. We play games of kub and hneftafel on the beach in the light of the driftwood fires and drink the aqua vita made by the monks of Lindisfarne. Then the stars grow brighter and I unfurl my wings and soar aloft, swooping and diving, dancing through the canyons of the clouds and rejoicing in the chill night air, passing above the twinkling lights of the cities of men. South I sail to descend and play Senet with young Tutankhamun and Mancala with Shaka Zulu. I drop in on Solomon and debate philosophy with him for a laugh, but in my perfect game I am wiser than he, and he gives me spices and cloth of gold. I load them all upon my robo-camel, fire up the steam engine, and we trek with a clank and a clatter across the Euphrates and into Persia. And there I wager all the spices on the single game of shatranj with the court magician of Darius the Great. I have to teach him the rules because shatranj will not be invented for another 600 years. But in my perfect game, I win. And so in order to pay his bet, the court magician must turn my robo-camel into a real camel and set her free. And so laughing, I steal a horse from Darius's royal stables, and we ride like the wind to Samarkand, where we learn to play polo together. And I trade all the spices and cloth of gold for a palace with 1,000 fountains and a personal spacecraft that requires no fuel. From time to time, I invite Kubla Khan around for coffee and petit fours and a game of Go. We have a good laugh at the expense of that junky Coleridge, but later on I realized that I owe it all to him, that romantic junky poet, all of it. For Samuel Taylor Coleridge invented the willing suspension of disbelief. My perfect game is not a dungeon of blood and pain. My perfect game is a garden of mystery and wonder. My perfect game is full of earthly delights. My perfect game is beautiful. My perfect game is easy. My perfect game is joyous. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you all. And speaking of joyous, it has been an enormous privilege, pleasure, and above all, a great joy to teach you all. Good night.
Thank you very much, Ernest. I know you have touched a lot of people in the room, not just in the last, let's say 20 years. Let's not say 19, shall we? And right now, I see people in the room who are deeply affected by you, and I'm sure they'll want to come and say hi now, in the future, in your courses, and many, many opportunities. And thank you very much for sharing that beautiful poem with us. It was moving. Thank you. It's genuinely hard acts to follow that make this kind of job really, really difficult. But the best part is that I know that the next act is going to bring the house down. Because I saw it get decided. I know what happens next. No spoilers at all, but whoo, are you going to enjoy yourselves? I'm so excited for you all. And I'm so excited for all of the games here and those that will be nominated in a mere moments and win the Best in Show award. So please, I know who it is. Come on up. I promise not to ruin it, I swear to God.
Okay, so safe to say this evening turned into a bit of an emotional roller coaster. I had some prepared notes here, which now, I'm not gonna do my ill-prepared speech here. Seems somehow wrong, yeah. Instead, just go into, as the more perceptive among you may have noticed, there is in fact two of us up here on stage. And Anna, why is that?
Honestly, because we couldn't decide who would win.
That is true. You kept voting against me. Yeah, no, for a fact.
Exactly right. No, but in all seriousness, we really couldn't decide. It was an afternoon of impossible decisions, hard discussions, and to be honest, a little bit of emotional damage.
Yeah, I know. I cried. I know Daniel cried. I think peed himself. It was all difficult. Sorry. The fact was, like, after 5 rounds of voting, 2 games were still tied for the top spot.
Yeah. Therefore, in order to avoid a full-on brawl, we decided that this year there's not one winner, but two.
Yeah, that deserves an applause. So these games excelled in creating a concept, pushing it and evolving it into something new and exciting.
All of these teams showed a great amount of passion, excitement, and dedication. We left our booths with smiles on our faces, and we just really, really didn't want to stop playing them. So,
the nominees
are Ball Bash,
Quitter, Overstay,
and Project 4X.
So, now, for the important part, can you guys do a drum roll? You don't... Awesome. And the winners are... Come on. Ball Bash and Quitter! To take this. You'll have to sort it out in the parking lot later. Oh, yes, do it. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors, now. You know what? Here. Who wants to say a few words?
I really didn't think balls would get me up here for the second time. But here we are. Well, first of all, I would like to thank my team for making this silly little idea of mine come to life. And that includes the 3 members that aren't here as well, Jacob, Rasmus, and Danai. I want to thank her especially because she was instrumental in last year's game as well, and I didn't get a chance to thank her because I made Victor do my speech instead of me. So yeah, shout out to all of them. And I would also like to thank everyone who played our game and gave us feedback and helped shape it to be the best that it could be. And yeah, thanks for everyone who gave our game a chance and played it and enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you.
Hello again. I am slightly more prepared to be on stage this time. No, it's a great honor to receive this award, I feel. And again, I want to shout out to my amazing team for making this. It's been a very stressful 10 weeks. And I want to give a special shout out to Lily here, who made the booth. So yeah, and thank you as well for playing our game, and thank you for all the good feedback. Yeah, I mean, I'm a first-year student, and I'm also a programmer, so I'm kind of out of my depth here, but yeah, so it's a really good start to my game design journey, I feel, so thank you.
Congratulations. I'm going to stand right here. I'm sorry, I jumped up here to give you a drum roll, but unfortunately the other musicians jumped in. I mean, we're done, right? I mean, that was it. That was good, wasn't it? I am so thrilled. I have no idea how to explain to you the thrill, joy, and despair of counting 20 votes and then counting 20 fucking votes. Not once. It got long. It was a really hard decision, and that includes many of the other nominees. It was not an easy choice, and this is so wonderful. I'm so deeply proud to have been your host for the evening. Now, you may have noticed we have this band here who've been playing beautiful music. I invite you to say hi again once more to the multiplayers. They're missing a drummer. Poor thing, spontaneously combusted, former Spinal Tap member. You're too young. It's all right, I can cope, no problems. Anyway, honestly, it is genuinely my absolute pleasure to have been hosting this once again this evening. I don't know how to tell you how proud I am to stand here before you and to have been invited to do this again. Whether I come back again to do something like this or not in the future, I'm just going to carry this moment of standing in this wonderful hall in front of these incredibly creative people. I am so honored. Thank you so, so very much for this evening, everyone. Now, we are in a church, and as such, I hope you're all aware, like all good English people, that when you're in churches and sitting on those, I'm sure, very comfortable pews, I'll just keep talking for a while, you don't mind really, you are expected to sing hymns. Yes. Hymns to a higher power, to something greater than ourselves. Wouldn't you agree? Amen. And we thought that that would be the perfect way to end the evening. And I've been very lucky to be invited to join the multiplayer. So I will join them for this hymn. And I invite you to join us as well. Now, I appreciate that we are a non-denominational order. I understand, I wouldn't want to presume, but I do think that we could all choose a single higher power from this pantheon of gods that we all know and well love, I am no doubt. So, if you don't mind, I will put up some lyrics on the screens. If you don't know the words already, can you guess where we're going? I imagine you can. Dear, 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 dear friends.
Teach me and I teach you. Pokemon. Thank you so much. You were amazing. Give yourself a round of applause.
The multiplayers, everybody, thank you so, so much. Take a bow. Thank you, thank you. The multiplayers will be playing for you in the after party. The after party I highly encourage you to go to because we will party after this, which is why it's called an after party. Thank you so much for coming. I want to thank everybody who was involved. I've been explicitly asked not to mention certain names, so I won't. And then I won't be killed as I go through this. But there are a few people we wanted to thank, more specifically you. Thank you so, so much for coming tonight. Thank you everyone who performed, everybody who came and gave awards. Thank you the jury. Thank you to the people who made things happen. Thank you Ray. Thank you Sarah. Thank you Shell. Thank you everybody who's been helping me get on this stage. Thank you Ernest. Thank you Ola. And have a very good night. Thank you.